Hello world, I'm Elizabeth and you have reached my brand new channel, The Reading Reseller. You may know me from my original channel, Lizzie Faye Loves Books. That channel will continue as usual and that is where I talk about everything I'm reading. But I started this new channel yesterday as a way to challenge myself to make daily progress with my reselling career, if you want to call it that, my endeavors, and decluttering my home. Decluttering and organization are projects that I have always had a desire to do. Some years, some months, I make better progress than others, but right now I am in a situation where I have purchased and acquired many things to resell over the last several years, and I have been acquiring at a faster rate than what I am reselling. So I challenged myself this year to make better headway with reselling and decluttering, and I thought, why not start a new channel and maybe I can find some of you who would like to join me. So that is what I have done. If you have not watched my intro video, I hope that you will go back and watch the intro first so that you get the scope of the challenge that I am doing, and then come back here because this is my report of day one. So for day one, I said that my goal would be to do one thing as far as reselling and one thing as far as decluttering. Now, for me, that means one listing, and I did launch one listing. I also created one more listing that I scheduled for today. You don't have to do that, but if you want to follow me on this reselling journey and you are at a beginning standpoint, then just challenge yourself to list one thing every day and not miss a day. I have been doing this now for several months, and I know that I can do one thing a day. I've tried in the past to do more than that, and I wasn't there yet. I didn't have the items prepared and processed, and so my goal for the year is to do one thing for the rest of this month and then bump it up to 2 things and then 3 things and 4 things and so on. So right now we have about 8 days left in the month of January. So I will be doing 8 days of one, and then I will start February with 2. Wherever you are in your goals, pick up wherever you want to and just challenge yourself to do one more than what you're already doing for the remainder of whatever month you are in at the time you are watching this video. For me right now, it's going to be 8 days. If you're starting with me at the beginning of this journey, then it's going to be 8 days. So however you want to do it, make it your own challenge. But please join me. Let me know your progress. Type in the comments how you did on day one, even if it's a few years from now. Let me know how you did on day one. So I listed and launched one thing. I listed and scheduled another thing. And then in my home, I decluttered and put away some extra things that were in my living room that had been left over from Christmas. That was the one thing I did in my living room. And then I also took one thing out of the house. It was a stack of books. I had actually 2 stacks, one set aside for our church library and another small stack set aside for our little free library downtown. I put both of those into my car, and then when I went to church last night, I took the library books, or they weren't library books, I was donating them to the church library. I took them inside, and then I, after church, took the other stack and put them in the little free library. So I did physically remove some things from my home, and I did put away and deal with some of the leftover Christmas things that were in the living room. So I want to show you a real quick glimpse into my living room because there you will see some of the books that I'm going to be dealing with today. I have approximately 750 category romance books stacked in boxes in my living room today that I purchased at a used bookstore on the last business day of the year of 2023. That store is about half an hour away from me, half an hour to 40 minutes, and they just moved to a new location. It's a smaller location, and they were downsizing. I had already made a deal with the owner that I would purchase the leftover category romances because that's one of my favorite niches of books to sell. And so I went and picked those up. In the time since the beginning of the year, I have cleaned and processed and removed the stickers from those books. I've sorted them into their categories and series, and now I'm ready to bring in the category romance books that I have in my garage and sort them into the new stacks and finish cleaning any of the books that are in the garage. Some are still in bags, some are already sorted, but I need to mesh them all together, and that's going to be my project today. I don't know if I'll get it all done, but that is going to be my starting point. So I'll let you know tomorrow how I do on that. But I also want to show you a glimpse into my garage so that you can see what I'm going to be dealing with this year. Let me know if what you are going to be dealing with this year is not as bad, or if it's worse. We'll just work along together, and we'll encourage each other, and we'll support each other. So let me go down to the footage, and I'll be back here to sign off. Okay, I'm standing in my kitchen doorway looking into our living room. That empty space there, it's so nice to have an empty space. This is where our Christmas tree was, and yesterday there was a couple of bins there with some leftover Christmas things on top of it, some gift things that needed to be put away. So I'm glad that that's clear. And then on top of that old toy box there, which is kind of a craft box now, are some of the books that I just mentioned, and then over here are the others. And these are the romance books that I am going to start dealing with today. So just wanted to give you an idea of my project for the day, and I'm now going to open up my garage door and show you from the street view what it looks like right now. Okay, I'm not going to give you the grand tour inside the garage just yet, but this is enough of a glimpse today. Now, when I first organized the garage in this manner, I did create some aisles where I could walk up and down the things that are stored here. I have since then clogged up most of those aisles, and that needs to be dealt with. But for right now, I'm going to work on the romance books because I need to make some progress with getting some things ready to list. So just wanted to give you a glimpse. Since I'm showing you around my house, I want to show you one more thing. This is a detached garage that is in our backyard that was renovated into a mother-in-law apartment before we bought the home in 1998. I have since used it as my scrapbooking studio when I was a scrapbook consultant, and now it is basically a hoarded mess. I have brought in things, items that I brought home from my mom's home after her death, and just a lot of other things are stacked in there. That all needs to be cleaned out. There is some stuff that I want to resell in there, and it's a project probably for another year, but at some point in the future, I would like to clear this out and renovate it, knock the walls down, make it one big space so that I can use it as my eBay storage space. A lot of people have to rent storage units or buy sheds to put in their backyard. We have this great building that's here, ready to use. It's just underutilized. So that is one of my goals for the future. Okay, so now you've seen a few of the spaces I'm dealing with, including my embarrassing garage, and that is the only view I'm going to show you today because it gets worse. If I were to take you around inside the garage, I'm just not ready to go there yet. I might take a little bit of footage, and then when it gets better, I'll show you the before and after. Maybe we'll do that. But for now, that's all I want to share with you today. I want to get this video uploaded so that I can get on with the business of working in the garage today. Some videos, some days will be longer than others. Some will be shorter than others. These first 2 or 3 a little bit longer simply because I have the luxury of time at home today. Tomorrow I have to go to work, so tomorrow's video will be super quick, but we will just take it as it goes. I mainly wanted to start this channel to hold myself accountable. I figured if I was doing a video and I had to report in every day about the progress that I made, I had better be making daily progress. So I hope that there are some of you out there who would like to join me on this journey. Let me know in the comments, and we will just encourage each other. So before I go, I said that I would give a book recommendation at the end of each video. And so for today, I'd like to share with you Sink Reflections by Marla Silly. She is the Fly Lady, and this book has been around for quite some time. I've read it a couple of times. You can follow the Fly Lady on YouTube and Facebook. She does weekly and sometimes daily live streams for encouragement and inspiration. I don't get to watch them very often, but I do check in with her occasionally, and some of the ways that I structure my day I got from the Fly Lady. So if you ever get a chance to read the book Sink Reflections, I hope that you will. It starts out by telling you to shine your sink. Every day, you should start the day with a clean sink. Go to bed with a clean sink. And I don't always do it, but right now, my sink is clean. There are 2 spoons in my sink, and that's it. So, yay for that. There are a lot of other strategies to her system, and I would highly recommend that you read the book and adopt the systems that work for you. Everything is not going to be a good fit for everyone, but there are definitely some strategies here that can help you in your life at home and in your housework and household management. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you will be back tomorrow for day 2, my report of how day 2 went. It will be a quick video because I do work at a used bookstore and I will have to go to work tomorrow, but I will still plan on doing my 1 bit of decluttering and my 1 listing each day, regardless of whether I have to work or not. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.